Hello, it is Social Media Saturday, September 24th, 2022. Steve Sipress here, and early this week, the anti-YouTube, the alternative to YouTube video platform Rumble, went public on the New York Stock Exchange, and their stock went way up the first day and then way back down the next couple of days. So I think it's now after its first week, it's kind of right around where it was, but regardless of what's going on with the stock price, which, by the way, being where it was at the beginning of the week, now that I think of it, is quite an accomplishment, thanks to the Obama's third term here and the rampant recession, inflation, stagflation, whatever you want to call it, the disaster, the stock market responding. It's a forward-looking indicator, as they say, a leading indicator. So stock market is always looking months and months ahead, and they know that this recession will continue. Yes, despite what some charlatans say, of course, we've been in recession all year. This third quarter will be the third straight quarter of recession, and there'll be a fourth and a fifth, and they'll go on for a year or two. It's going to get a lot tougher before it gets better. But anyway, I digress. Rumble goes public, and I decided that, wait a minute, I am going to upload my first video ever to Rumble. So I went to start an account, and I realized that as soon as they say the username Steve Sipress is taken, I know there's only one of those in the world. That's the benefit to not having a name like John Smith or pretty much anything else. I know that had to be me, and I'm like, oh, what do you know? So I've been talking about Rumble before here on Social Media Saturday, and that's when I must have got my account, but I have not logged in or gone or checked anything out since. But I have now, and this video will be the first one I will post. I will post every ensuing day, as I've done, onto YouTube when they don't ban me and shadow ban me and throw me off the platform for a week with a warning, or 3 days with a bogus warning that again gets overturned and I get put back on, or whatever happens. You know, these flamingly anti-truth, anti-free speech sites. I put my videos up on Facebook and YouTube and what else? LinkedIn, my blog, my podcast, Twitter. You know, so a bunch of those do not like the truth. They like it like 2 years later, right? It's 2 years later they admit, like, oh, you know, Fraudchi was wrong about everything and he's a complete fraud, and he knew he was a fraud, and he did it for XYZ reasons. But those of us that knew that way back then were banned and shut down, posts were taken down and fact-checked. That's always a key sign that too much truth, they can't handle it. But Rumble doesn't have any of that crap. So I think I've discussed it before. I'm not an expert on Rumble by any means. This will be my first video on there. Checked it out a little bit, and I think now I remember that the only reason they will not allow somebody's free speech is if it is promoting, or if it's violent, or if it's pornographic, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, not because it's the truth, and the platform people that run it don't like the truth, or any of that nonsense. Like, you can speak whatever you want to speak, from what I hear, again, as long as it isn't illegal, pornographic, violent, that kind of stuff. But your opinion, amazing, go figure. It's almost like we're in the United States of America. You can actually state your opinion on Rumble. So good for them. And the important thing for business owners, of course, is multiple ways to monetize, to make money with Rumble. So number one, you can sponsor Rumble members that are uploading content. You can sponsor them. You can upload your own content that gets sponsored by other companies. You can make money off subscription-based content, charging a subscription for your content. Apparently that comes from Rumble buying out locals for subscription-based income. And then, of course, just like on YouTube, you can just get paid for views to your video. Although unlike YouTube, you can make money with your first video. I know I discussed that last time I spoke about Rumble, and I just checked it out, and apparently that's still true. While YouTube has its ever-changing requirements that you have to have X number of thousand views or subscribers or whatever, like Rumble, first video, boom, have at it, go for it. And as the ring announcer Michael Buffer would say, and I think it's a trademark phrase, so I'm not going to say it exactly, but I am ready to rumble. Perhaps you are as well. And I see a bunch of people in here. Jim Luxus here says, I follow somebody I've never heard of. Fantastic. Hope you follow lots of people and have lots of fun. Apparently, this is Jason Burmas, Burmarinio, Burmalaya, however you pronounce that. Have at it. I have a feeling that you're allowed to follow people on Rumble as well. So hopefully you follow me, follow anyone else you like, and here's to free speech. And possibly Rumble and other sites will start to put a dent in the anti-free speech, anti-American, anti-truth cabal that is the anti-American tech world. I did see some kind of interview that Rumble was claiming to have over 60 million users in US and Canada, close to 80 million overall. And I was with the CEO, and the CEO was saying something about how that's pretty comparable to Twitter, which has 60-something million users in the US. So what the heck? Elon Musk wanted to pay 44 million, billion, zillion dollars to buy Twitter. Let's see what he does with Rumble or anything else. Who knows? But I just love the fact that there are alternatives in everything. I like walking down the potato chip aisle in a supermarket. There's 80 kinds of chips, and there's 100 different kinds of sodas, and there's 200 different brands of ice cream. I do not like that every year at election time, we got one coming up in a few months here, there's two choices, bad and worse. Like, America's all about choice. America's all about freedom. America's all about personal responsibility. So I like more choice. I like more freedom. That's why I am now a proud uploader of a video to Rumble. Are you ready to Rumble? That'll do it for Social Media Saturday, September 24th, 2022. I'll catch you back here again tomorrow with another video that I will upload to Rumble on Sunday. Fun day. Catch you then. Thanks, everyone, being there today. Over and out. Bye-bye.